So now then we're off to Anfield for a big match against Liverpool. It's always been exciting matches between Liverpool and Newcastle. Could today be just the same? We're on exactly the same amount of points, 8th and 9th, both within a chance of still finishing in Europe this season. But we both need to pull off a result here if it's going to be that case of us actually getting back there still. We have got the best defensive team in the league. At this point, we've got to be doing well in defence and keeping the goals out. Again, don't know how we got there. The league table's better than it was, but somehow we've managed to keep the best defence all season. Liverpool, in loud voices as you can hear, have a good side. Benteke and Sturridge up front. They're going to be difficult to contain. Milner's going to be throwing the ball through. But hopefully our defence can stay strong today, just like they've been throughout the whole season, and keep us in with a shout of Europe. Same team that played against Leicester and the same team that beat Man United in the FA Cup. But they need to keep their heads. We may be in the FA Cup final in a few weeks, but we need to keep our heads and concentrate on the Premier League. But unfortunately, we didn't lose our heads. We kind of had a little bit of bad luck. Came up, keeper got his hand on it beautifully, but then Benteke was in place to just smash it into the back of the net. It was a bit of bad luck. And Benteke's first ball across came off the defender and up for the Liverpool attacker. And look at this, Benteke puts it across but off the defender, falls straight to the Liverpool player. Tim Krul gets a good hand on it, but Daryl Janmaat on the line should have stood tall, kept himself there, turned into it. But no, he slid, almost getting out of the way of the ball, and it put us 1-0 down. But Cisse, not wanting to lose hope on this European run yet, put us back in the game at 1-0. A good bit of passing, two-touch passing, collect the ball, through ball, and bang, back of the net, 1-0. We're back in the game and back in with a chance of Europe. But then Tim Krul, well, he got hit by his own player, which knocked him over, and he went clattering into Sturridge, which the referee decided got to be a penalty. Sorry, but it is. It's going to be a penalty. Bad luck for Krul. Didn't get a card or anything, thankfully, but Sturridge steps up and cheekily just chips it down the middle. Nothing Tim Krul could do once he'd made that decision to dive. If he just decided to stand tall, keep himself up to the very last moment, but he dived too early and Sturridge made a fool of him, and that's the way it ended, losing 2-1 to Liverpool, which kind of puts an end to our run for Europe. Our best chance for Europe now is that Man City get in that top four. They're third. If they can finish in the top four, then Europe is ours through the FA Cup final, no matter what happens. But now we've got Swansea. There is big implications of this game today. We may be ninth, maybe out of Europe running, but Swansea, they need a point, 1 point, to avoid relegation throughout the rest of the season. Southampton are already relegated. Bournemouth are already relegated. While Norwich need Swansea to lose every single game. They need us on this Monday night to beat Swansea and beat them well. Make sure their goal difference comes down. In our team though, we got Peter Lundstrom making his debut, a youngster from the youth academy, getting a chance because there's no one else better in that position. But Norwich, I don't think will be happy with that news, that a youngster is playing in a game which could decide their future today. Swansea have got a good side out. Montero, Michu, Eda, Shelby, they've not got a bad side. They've not got a brilliant side, hence why they're down in 17th and trying to stop relegation, but they've got a good side. But unfortunately for us and for Norwich, in the 14th minute, from a throw-in, Montero gives Swansea the 1-0 lead. Now remember, this is a match that could relegate Norwich, and if this result stays as it is, it will relegate Norwich. Montero just picking up that ball on the outside of the box, found himself a bit of space and just fired it. Top corner, back across Tim Krul. And unfortunately for everyone, that's the way it ended. Our heads seem to be turned towards the FA Cup final. We need to get back that concentration and get some form going, because we need some form going into it. But also, bigger than that at the moment, we say goodbye to Southampton, Bournemouth and Norwich. Everyone else are Premier League. But for now, goodbye Southampton, Bournemouth and Norwich. Enjoy the Championship.